started? I already said a prayer when I was in the bathroom. That's why Stevie was howling. Because I was saying the prayers. And Anon was here, and I think Anon is bad, right? A-N-O-N?
It just means anonymous.
No, is it being an on, and is A
So like
and
the thing that sounds like the Anunnaki.
oh.
There's Anna, A-N-A, but then there's Anna, A-N-N-A.
And this one's A-N-O-N. Anon. And I was like, Andon? And they're like, no, it's Anon. I was like, okay, is that a female or male? They said male. They're saying that it's a God being. But that's what came in earlier when I was in the bathroom and I was like trying to clear it and Stevie started howling.
Yeah.
And then that got swept away and A came in.
So let's ask that not just only beings that are for our highest and best good, but also only beings that are from the light. Because there's this loophole where if what they have to say is for our highest and best good, they can come in, but we don't want that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that loophole. That sucks.
Yeah, it came up when you were channeling with your dad one day.
Oh my God, that makes so much sense though.
Yeah.
Camera. This one's going, but okay, you can start with, you want to read so this is in preparation for the book. Sue's already pulled together like 12 exercises, 10 of the parables from Ask Jesus, because she has a digital copy. We're going to do an exercise. Oh, I get it. Routine. They're all the same exact exercise.
Okay.
So they'll explain it in a second. So, okay, got it. It's going to be like kind of like
a 21-day challenge kind of a thing where you create a new habit?
Those are downloads.
Okay.
So that like they're being infused with the wisdom of the ages of the guides by reading it. They're being infused with the knowledge that comes with understanding and knowing that we're all one and that all religions are one and blah, 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 all that stuff. And it's about the nourishment. It's not just like the knowing, it's like the knowing throughout the entire body. And when they're reading the book, they'll feel it. And then when they do the we're going to do an affirmation for each day and then have like one of those, that's like their download for the day. It's a download for the day, an affirmation for the day. And then they're going to like finish it off with basically like this. It's literally like they're sending like mail, like down to like the bottom of their body and it gets shot out. And basically if it comes back to you, then it's done. But if it doesn't come back to you, it just means that you don't believe it or something like that. It's kind of like that rock thing they did the other night. And you know what's going through? It's going through that muffler. Remember I saw the muffler in everybody?
And in the loop that things get stuck in.
Yeah, it's going through that loop. So if they read the book more than once, they're going to be clearing stuff out. They're going to be continually clearing stuff out. So it's not like a book where you just read it to know what's in it. You actually read it to get healed.
Okay.
That's awesome. I like that. That makes it more of a reason to buy it than just like listen to it or
it's not like a book that you get from the library and you read it and you're done. It's a book that you kind of live with.
Yeah, you keep it. And then like when you want to feel better, you just flip to, we're going to teach them how to muscle test using the arm's length. And you have a marble like in your top of your throat, near the tonsils, just beneath them. So you pull the marble up through the tonsils onto the top of them, so it's sitting there. And then the marble can go one way or the other way. So you just say, I am truth. And it'll go one way. I am no longer truth. It'll go the other way. So it's about truth or not truth, not yes or no.
Oh, okay. Yep, got it.
Yeah, because they're saying that yes and no is very misleading and people abuse it. So they can ask questions, but if it's not truth, the question's not going to be like if we're like all, oh, so is the book going to come out blah, blah, in 3 months or 4 months? Like it'll say like 3 months or 4 months, but that may not be for our highest and best good. We may not even be on the right path right now. So by asking if it's truth or not truth, we're actually pulling ourselves into resonance with truth, which keeps us going forward in the correct path.
I like it.
So this is all about truth. I need to kind of take notes so that I'll remember. I mean, I know we're recording it, but just my luck, it won't record.
Do you want this one?
Yeah. I got my awesome notepad that made Amy broke, she said. I got her a manifestation notepad. She was like, I've never been more broke in my life. I'm like, dude, because you're focusing on it. She could carry it everywhere with her, thinking it was going to make her rich, but that she didn't have to work. Right here. Okay, so truth. So is the book called Truth is Truth?
Is it true that the book is called Truth is Truth?
Oh yeah. Is it truth? Wait, show me truth. It's interesting that they pull it through the tonsils. So if it's beneath the tonsils, it's of Satan.
Oh.
Yeah. So if we're asking like anything beneath the neck, that's from here to like here, that's untruth. And then there's truth right here, untruth again, and then truth all the way down there.
Yeah.
So it's like every other. That's really interesting.
I feel like I've watched you do that before, like in class.
What? The
whole like truth, not truth, truth, not
Oh,
truth.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so truth is truth. Well, it's funny that that's the very first exercise that Mary was like, the very first thing that we are going to teach people in this book, the last book, and we didn't do it. They took it out, was show people what it feels like to feel God inside. So we need to have people feel what it feels like to feel truth. So feel truth. Have them write what their truth is.
And it's interesting because there's a theory that I've read before that resonated with me that people who just cannot muscle test are people who don't understand truth versus not truth.
Really?
They're lying to themselves. They're just like such a low vibration, or just so like
Care what
messed
everybody
up.
else thinks so much that they don't want.
They don't understand truth, and that's why you can't muscle test them accurately.
You can't muscle test Jeff because he needs to teach a lesson in everything that he does. And like if he answered, like if his arm uncontrollably said the wrong thing, then how would he explain that?
With some guys though too, it's like I'm stronger than that. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. You should tell him that the strongest guys are the ones that actually, let go. I can sometimes trick Jeff like that. Okay, so they're saying truth. Okay, so
the parable of the orange is actually all about truth.
Really?
It's like the first parable.
So should we call it a parable of an apple? Because apple's knowledge. So it'll make it a little different than the Ask Jesus book, because they're going to be like, is this printed somewhere?
Well, I thought we were just going to rewrite them to be...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, should we make it an apple instead?
No. I don't think it needs to be an apple.
Okay.
Because I think it's better... This metaphor is better as an orange because I've actually heard this metaphor before slightly differently, where it's like the boy and the girl are fighting over the orange, and it's like, they can't both have it, but they can, because in this example, the boy wants to eat what's inside, and the girl's making cookies, and she wants orange zest, which is like the very top level of the peel.
Oh, interesting.
So I've heard, and that's not a story that would work. I mean, that's not the exact story they're telling here.
Yeah.
But I think it makes more sense that this makes more sense as an orange, so I think we should keep it as an orange.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do you want me to read it to you, or the guy to know what it is, so that it is?
I heard it a little bit. I didn't hear I heard the orange one earlier, but maybe just read the last paragraph so I can tune into the energy of it.
Okay. So there are many things in the teachings in which I brought through that some people understood and some people did not. Just as the teachings in which we have been giving you tonight are things that you may or may not have understood. So in your question, as you asked, there are many things in this book and the teachings in which I told that were skewed by not in a bad, disrespectful way, but skewed by those who learned it as a different way, based on their teachings or based on their experiences. Paul understood the teachings in his way. He understood these teachings and much of the information that came through. So it's just about you show an orange, but one person is like, oh, it's a ball. Another person's like, oh, I'm gonna peel it and eat it. And another person's like, I'm gonna save it for later. I don't know what it is. So
just I don't know what it is.
Yeah. But the it starts off with the truth lies within our hearts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The truth lies.
And and I explain things to you, but you understand these things in your own minds as different things. Like just truth is truth, but the interpretation of truth can differ, and it's not necessarily like malicious. It's just people have different frames of reference.
Yeah. So ask where your orange is.
My orange is like in my throat because it's like right here.
And mine's like right here, heading down this way to go over here, and then go down here like this, and it just goes zigzag all the way down. So does the truth stripe us like that? They said it's that's interesting. Yours in the throat, so mine was up here. Yeah, because I'm on my feet, and my head's upside down. Interesting. Okay, so should we do an exercise where they find the truth within them so that they can be set free from all the beliefs and ideas that they have that may cause them to not want to move forward in the book? So what they're saying is, what one can do rather than haggling over, do you know truth, do you not know truth, is just ask. Ask the universe, ask yourself, ask those around you, ask anyone, but you are the one that knows the truth within you. You're the one that knows your intuition. You're the one that knows your gut feelings. You're the one that knows. No one else knows. So in the very first exercise of the book, or very close to it, what we'd like to do is ask that each individual come into alignment with their highest truth. I like that, highest truth.
I like that too.
Highest truth. If I ask where my highest truth is, it's right here.
Mine's higher than the other one. That's more like at my nose.
Oh, interesting. Oh, because if I wasn't channeling, it'd be in the exact same spot. So the truth is in the center of our brain. Since I'm channeling, I'm in like a bigger layer. That's the occiput is the eye.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Occiput's the eye, and the truth is that which witnesses and watches. So we are the truth. Didn't Jesus say that? I am the truth.
I think I'm the way, I am the light.
Oh, there we go. So the beginning of even in the what's it called, the time travel course, we could do like the didn't we do an exercise like that the other day? I am the light, I am the way, I am the, what was it? I'm the truth, I'm the light, I'm the way.
Yeah, it was Wednesday night class maybe.
Yeah. So what they're saying is okay, so they said, so close your eyes. What we'd like for you to do is to bring yourself into alignment with a small, hard, cold, whitish marble within your solar plexus. That is the you that gets ignored so much. That is the you that is crying out for help. That is the you that must come into alignment with truth. There is not one individual on this planet today that is completely in alignment with their truth. Because as soon as you feel that you have your truth, you ask more questions and then blow that truth out of the water. So, feeling what it feels like, say, I am now in the center of that marble within me. Please show me what it feels like. Then what we'd like for you to do is to imagine in front of you 2 doors. It could be a safe, it could be a refrigerator, it could be a cabinet, it could be anything. When you open it up, you reach into it and you grab an equally cool orange in your hand, whichever hand you feel the need to grab it with. God, there's so many people I'm seeing getting attuned right now. They're setting the energy right now. As you grab this orange, just say, the truth will set me free. I know this to be true. I do. And so it is. And you'll see that orange, it may fall apart. It may squeeze itself and orange juice may go into, but it will, that truth, that orange in your hand will find the you that has been left, the you that feels abandoned, the you that feels isolated, the you that doesn't know what to do. That truth will find it within your body. The 2 will come together and merge with your highest truth. It could be a very fast exercise. It could be a very long one, depending on what kind of decision you're trying to make. And this is all. Okay? Where's their highest truth? She says, shh. Okay, fine. The highest truth is actually still inside the earth. But the truth is outside the earth. Why are we going down for truth?
Is this part of the whole taking everybody into their 1D?
Saying the earth, or the planet in which they're going to be doing all of the exercises from, is Uranus. I don't want to say that. But Uranus. It's from Uranus, and they're it's like this like purplish bluish planet. But okay, got it. All right, yeah, they said as we keep going, it'll all make sense and we'll be able to pull it together really nicely. Because we'll start out with basically like some stories on truth, and I'll write a couple stories on truth, and feeling like I was a liar all the time when I was little, and you know, watching my dad do that with Tawny was frustrating. And then it'll go into, well, what's your truth? Oh, you know what? I have this section in the thing that I never got to use. It was actually the first page of my entire book, and I loved it. It was called My Truths. Did you
Of
ever?
the I'm Not Real book, or of the first draft of Attunement?
Of the first draft of Spiritual Boot Camp, 7-part spiritual boot camp to manifesting life of your dreams, which then became, I don't feel real, which then became, yeah, Attunement. But Attunement, I feel like, was not written by me. It was just like all my stuff kind of smushed together. I did write it. Now that scared me, I'm like, that's not my truth. And they're saying that what you can do is, like, if you want to see if something aligns with your truth, is you have to go into your marble and make sure that it's aligned with the highest truth. Because if you're dictating from down in your marble, like, is our ego. It's our mental body.
Can you make that stop?
Huh? I know the music. I can't. Let's see. There's no volume button on here. Okay, there. That's gone. It's Disney now.
Okay, So you have to make sure that your marble is aligned with truth?
Before you ask about truth. Because now that we are basically like, it's really hard to explain. She's going on and on. I'm like, no, I'm not going to channel that much. That's way too complicated. We're going to end up so confused. And she goes, you remember what happened last time? My dad yelled at them and said, I don't want to hear about the big house, little house. Like, we already did this and blah, blah, blah. So then, like, they went on and on and on. Like, 3 hours later, he's like, I'm so confused. And they're like, well, if you would let us tell you about the big house and the little house, then, you know, we wouldn't be having this issue right now.
So I'm having trouble understanding how I can make sure that. How can I ask if I'm aligned with truth if I'm not already aligned with truth? Like, how can I get an accurate answer?
You're going and you're reaching out and you're grabbing that orange, no matter what, is truth.
Okay.
So just by visualizing it, by following the exercise, by just, you know.
So you do the orange before you talk to the marble.
Yeah. So you go into the marble and basically go into the marble, and then you kind of just forget about the marble. You just feel what it feels like. And then you just walk over, and whether you're the marble or not, you go over and you reach in. I saw kind of like a fridge, but for you I saw a safe. It was like the safe, the truth was locked away, and I saw you like open up the safe. It was like open, and you like, it was, the orange was like all bright and like anime-ish, like animated. You grabbed it, and then it just went like this, and it was spinning around like this, and you were like, show me my truth, and it was like like shot over here, and then it went like whoop, 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 and then when you came up to meet it, it sunk in, and you guys met right there. So I think that's what I was seeing, is the earth was our head, but I don't think that was earth. I think that was our head. Never mind, because remember I said that the truth was inside.
So the highest truth was inside. The truth was outside.
Yeah, because the highest truth is our own truth.
And we each have our own earth? Okay.
They're saying yes.
So that's how it can be inside the earth, is because we each have our own earth.
Yeah, we each have our own creation, our own reality, our own truth. However, they're saying that the orange basically represents the frequency of truth. The people in the book don't need to know it. They just need to know that they're just imagining walking over, grabbing an orange, putting it in their hand, and then just saying like, show me the truth or whatever, and it'll go, and it'll align with them. That's actually kind of cool. It's actually clearing them. And did you know the only part of us that needs to clear our truth? The needle on my arm. That's why all that crap, that's why I've felt so different ever since you did that. I've lost so much weight since that night.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we need to needle me again. That arm, that detox point or whatever. I know, right? I like put them all over. Well, weird. I feel like I have mist coming out of my hand. Like the little blow thing.
Like in South America, how they blow the poison darts.
Yeah. Okay, Achilles' mom. He was the one that got hit by the poison darts or whatever. They're saying that these the Ask Jesus things are going to come in at a part during the book where it's kind of like a practice area. So like there's going to be a part of the book where it's like you can read this and you can learn from it, blah blah blah, and then there's going to be an area of the book where it's like you're practicing different techniques and you're doing different things to make sure that your light is as bright as you can, because if you're going to let your light shine, you can't do that if you don't know your truth.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the reason why people don't get out there, because they don't know what they believe. They don't know what they want to believe. They don't want to believe anything. That's me. I don't want to believe anything, because then I'll get all worked up about it. Just kind of like I get all like huffy and puffy about the gender crisis. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. They all just came in.
That there's going to be a section of the book that's exercises.
Oh yeah,
that's
okay.
where the parables are.
Yeah, that's where all this is going to come in.
Okay.
And they said that's exactly right. That they said the reason why you got that planner. Where's that planner?
This one?
Yeah, let me say it real quick. They're saying it's like literally word for word. We're going to do this in there for like 10 to 12 days. They're saying that it's 21 days to make a habit. So we'll have 21 pages of like something like this. Oh, intentions of the week. I like those little lines that go out. And then
You know what I like about it? You know how it's not about ascension, it's about expanding outward?
yeah.
They feel like they're expanding outward.
Yeah, that's really cool. So if we did this, we're not obviously not copyright infringing on these people.
No.
I mean, it's so like general or whatever. Is it even published by a real publisher? Yeah. So what they're saying is that the book that we're doing is this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. So it's gonna be like, what is their light?
Mm-hmm.
Explain what the light is, and let them feel the light, be the light, and see the light. And then after they've felt the light, been the light, seen the light, then that's when.
So the way the outline was set up was, what is the light? Know your light, shine bright, you are a light worker. And then section 2 was like the exercises.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then that's exactly what. So these parable things are the exercises.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sweet. Awesome.
So the parable after the orange is the example of the orchard.
Okay. I don't remember that one. I mean, I know that I had to do something with that.
This
I
is
heard
the
you
one
read the
where
last part, not the beginning.
This is the one where it's like, oh, you go into an orchard and there's like all these different kinds of trees. There's apple trees and orange trees. You see grapevines and blueberries and raspberries and like, you know, are any of them the one true tree? No. Are any of them the one true fruit? No. If you take all of them, you may end up with a fruit salad. If you walk to one tree and you say, oh, this orange is delicious, I'm going to eat just oranges for the rest of my life, that's also okay, but it doesn't mean that the person who's eating blueberries is wrong.
Yeah.
It's the nurturing that matters. It's the book doesn't matter, the prayer rug doesn't matter, the rosary doesn't matter, it's the nurturing. It's the feeling and the nourishment that one receives from God that is inside of them that is important. And, you know, Jesus is saying in his time, things were like really bad. And things are better now, but still there's a lot of people who are like confused. So many of us from the soul pod, soul family, began to enter onto the earth plane to bring a message of compassion, a message of love, a message of fruit, a message that when one feels nurtured, that is all that matters. When one feels the light of God inside of them, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what book, what worshiping tools you use to get this. It's just the knowing and the understanding that we are all compassionate, loving beings inside of these human beasts, in essence, that we live in. And, you know, things are better now than they were then. Oh, this is the other part. Soon, science is going to start proving the Bible wrong. It's going to begin to prove what Constantine and his advisors put into the Bible is wrong. And so if we can come in and we can bring in the feeling and the nurturing of God, the nourishment of God, so that all men and women on this planet can feel the nourishment of God, they will know what that is. You cannot watch, you know, a horror movie or someone being tortured and also feel the love of God inside you. You might feel this weird excitement if you have attachments and entities, or if just your mind is perverted, but it's a negative feeling. You know, it's not, no one can legitimately and fully say that they feel the love of God when anything negative happens. So human beings must just understand that it's the nurturing of God that's important. And that is what we brought in at this time. There are many religions, many negative religions, many positive religions, but truly, truly what we are bringing was the one true God is compassion, is love, is unconditional love. And that one true God, the one true God lived inside of me, meaning Jesus, is me and is all of you, my brothers and sisters in Christ.
Read that last sentence. He lived inside of me, and
What we are bringing was the one true God is compassion, is love, is unconditional love. And that one true God lived inside of me, and is all of you, my brothers and sisters in Christ, in God.
there's so much to do with that. Ugh. I don't like censoring them, but they're gonna go on forever about this one. This is like a full-blown meditation.
Okay.
Like going through the orchard and
Variety is good. Different people. Some people respond to really short exercises. Other people like a long meditation. So
yeah, that's true. That's very true. I like a long meditation. I like the short ones too, but
I think there's value in the variety.
what they want everyone to do is to write down, like, in regards to like truths, like oh my god, who's blocking me?
Mm-hmm.
The massage lady from earlier. What was her name?
Her name's
Black
right.
lady.
Her thing was right here.
Yeah, let's answer her.
Monique Barber. Takes two to tangle.
Did you feel that? Like, come off me like that? Tingle. Yuck.
Can we get this out of here, actually?
Yeah. I need to take a bite of food so I can like ground myself. Like that is why, like, every time I start to get like close to my body, I'd see someone go like with their tongue.
Ew.
And go, I show you truth. And I was like, what a black lady. I was like, I don't know when he was black. And then I went, and that's when I just popped back into my body. Like every time I get to her, she'd suck me dry of energy. And that's why I sounded so tired. I'm not tired right now.
Do you want candy, or I can get the spaghetti, or you can get the spaghetti?
I'll just grab some spaghetti real quick. It'll ground me.
Yeah, okay. I'll be right back.
But now that I know that she was like, oh, she was hiding. She was hiding in the fourth dimension, like the fifth dimension, the fourth dimension. So that's where everyone's going to end up. So that's what they're doing. They're putting me into the fifth dimension of the fourth dimension to show me that if anybody's attached to anyone before, that's what they meant. We have to become only us before we do like the truth thing. Oh, got it, Mary. I am me. Like, we don't have to become, like, you can't be me and someone else without being a we.
Right.
So I am me. Makes us solitary.
Not I am we. I am me.
Yeah, I am
one.
Yeah, I am me now.
Okay.
And we just become one. Look at, oh, how cute. I'm like in a back bend. I'm like, I am me. That's so weird. Oh, I'm in a back bend like this, and then I've got a pole sticking out my stomach.
Like a sun salutation kind of thing?
Like a back bend, full blown, like
hands touching the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm in full blown back bend, and at one point I'm starting to like turn over backwards and flip up, but I've got a pole coming out of my stomach. tomorrow's Monday, which means tomorrow's not a holiday, is it?
No.
Marlo's here in the morning, and you're staying the night, so we just channel first thing in the morning. Because when, hold on, let me look at my schedule tomorrow. I don't have anything scheduled, I don't think. Where's my phone? Oh, oops, it's still recording.